Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, the US Fed has adopted a more hawkish tone. The US Federal Reserve has issued a short statement today announcing a 25 basis points rise in its policy rate. The new rate range is 1.75% to 2%. The statement might have been short, but it was a sort of victory statement saying it is meeting its inflation and full employment mandates and that the prospects are that this situation will endure. The rate increase was widely expected. Also expected was the changed emphasis, dropping its crisis area wording. The stage is now set for more rate increases, and they may come at a faster rate. In fact, the Fed's dot point is now for 4 rate rises in 2018, up from 3. We've just had 2 so far in March and June, so another 2 this year are now expected. The actual rates American consumers are paying for credit has been rising as the Fed rate hikes have come through, and they will likely rise further now. And underscoring the rising price background, data out today for US producer prices records them rising at a rate of 3.1%. That's their fastest rate of increase since January 2012. Meanwhile, in Frankfurt, they're on watch for the ECB rate decision tomorrow. The ECB is expected to signal that their €2.6 trillion QE program will start winding down, and the details of how that plan to do that are eagerly awaited. In Germany, their courts have imposed a €1 billion fine on Volkswagen for their use of diesel cheat software and their management's response to being caught out. Given the locking in of high US dollar interest rates, we'll need to keep an eye on how that affects emerging markets. It might not be pretty. US Treasury 10-year yield is up at 2.98% following the upbeat Fed statement. The Chinese 10-year is at 3.71%, up 2 basis points, while the New Zealand equivalent is now at 3.03%. That's up 2 basis points. Oil prices are a little higher today, now just over $66.50 a barrel. The Brent benchmark is followed at just over $76.50 a barrel. Gold is unchanged, however, at $1,295 an ounce. And the Kiwi dollar will start today unchanged as well at 70.1 US cents. On the cross rates, we're a little firmer, however, at 92.7 Aussie cents, but at 59.5 euro cents. That keeps the TWI at 73 and still in its very tight June range. Bitcoin threatened to go under $6,000 earlier this morning, but has somewhat recovered and is now at $6,297 an ounce, which is a 6% drop from this time yesterday. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.